Hi, Bashar.
Hi.
Last Tuesday we were discussing being where you need to be whenever you need to be there. And since the
It's a good thing we talked about it when we did.
Well, I was thinking since the group consciousness has eased up on our necessity for creating time, since you might say time is the movement of energy, or the seeming movement of energy through space.
All right, yes, I might say that.
We don't have to create space to move in, do we?
No, time and space are actually manifestations of the same idea.
Which means that, like, we could physically pop from here to wherever we want to go.
And you actually do anyway.
Well, when Billy was talking about that to Semyase, or Semyase was talking with Billy, she mentioned a coordinate set where he needed 3 coordinates to get there, and then it broke off that it was just for Billy. Can you tell us how to do that?
We have discussed the idea and the principle many times. It is simply that what you call coordinates are part of the equational variable that an object is. An object does not exist in space. Location is one of the properties of the object. If you measure all the vibratory frequencies of a particular object in one spot, move the object to another spot, it will vary by the one variable that represents the different location. If you can isolate that and then beam that energy in a coherent pattern around that object with the variable, the one different variable that represents another coordinate location, that object will have to cease, by definition, where it used to be and take up residence in the new vibrational coordinate that you are influencing it with.
How do you isolate that vibration?
By measuring all the vibratory frequencies of any particular object and isolating which is the vibratory variable of location.
Okay, we must be automatically equipped to do that.
You are automatically equipped to do that, yes. But in terms of translating it into your idea of technology...
No, I'm thinking of just the person.
All right.
I mean, you know, a body.
First of all, it will take being absolutely fearless.
Okay.
Absolutely. Because it will involve what you might perceive as a momentary blanking out of your entire ego structure.
Okay.
And your ego structure will hold on very tight in the habits you have given it to hold on to.
Yeah, but also like in the isolation tank I have, and some experiences I've had there, I've had to let go of that.
Yes.
So it's
but this
possible.
is some of the idea of applications of technology that we are talking about.
Okay, but
the creation of an isolation field around you can be done with what you call simple meditation.
Well, I realize, but what I'm saying is, how do you isolate? What do you look at or think about to isolate that vibration of a different place?
In a sense, nothing. You become the absolute limbo state of recognizing nothing and everything all at once. And in that flash second, you will then reorient to whatever happens to be the predominant vibration.
Like, say, if I wanted to go from here to Ayers Rock.
Yes.
So it would be the predominant vibration of Ayers Rock.
It would be your focus at that time. Once you had created yourself to be in the centered isolation field, unlocked from every expectation of every direction, and then simply impose one over all the others, you will instantly translate, literally translate yourself out of the holographic matrix in that location.
Okay,
simply remember that you are already at Ayers Rock.
I realize, there's only here and now.
Yes. So all you have to do is redefine yourself and really believe it. That is really all it takes, is real belief.
Okay.
Understand?
Yes.
Now, that at first may start to cause some sensations that some of you have begun to feel but are not comfortable with, and that is the disassociation and the disorientation and the disillusionment that you may feel as you unlock from the particular frame of reference you are used to and have been used to for thousands upon thousands of years, as you create that idea. So here's another clue. Remember that each and every life creates the past and the future from the present. So if you stop associating with the idea that you have been locked into a particular habit of physical reality for thousands of years, you will not continue to create that idea or habit in the present. And then anything, anywhere, anywhen is, as you say, fair game. Understand?
Yes.
So think of yourself as a hologram. You are everything, everywhere, and all it takes then is a shifting, a very slight shifting of focus, of perspective, to truly create the other reality around you. You can also think of it this way, perhaps, that you are not going anywhere, that it is coming to you. That is just as literal as anything else, since you actually aren't going anywhere at all.
Well, that's true, yeah.
So you can simply change the picture around you if you wish. Now,
Words,
one of the main reasons a lot of you also do not allow yourself to do this is because of what your society tells you, that if you lose touch with reality, you will be insane.
You'll be in
no one will listen to you. You will be crazy. Hey, I was at Ayers Rock only a second ago. Yeah, sure. Understand?
Yes.
So some of you hesitate to let go for that very reason as well, simply because of what you think other people will think about what you think.
Well, I've been on other planets only seconds ago. Why not Ayers Rock?
Okay. It simply, all we are saying, depends upon how much stock you put into whether or not anyone else needs to know you have done it.
Or what they think about it.
Or what they think about it, which is much the same thing.
Could you give me a hint of who's sending the transmissions I'm picking up?
No.
Thank you.
Thank you. Shooting.
Hi, Bashar.
Hi.
This is my first time.
Me too.
And
Speak up, speak up.
I've been experiencing several beings in our home, and so is my daughter.
Are you having a party?
Yeah, it's always a party. And I was wondering why they're there, and
Well, what do they let you know about yourself? What do you think about yourself by being involved with different levels of consciousness? Does it feel natural to you?
well, it doesn't really bother me, but they are interfering with my daughter.
They are not interfering with anyone. Someone's belief may create the apparency of interference. What have you taught her about the idea?
Well, I've given her some basic metaphysical type learnings and stuff like that, and she's able to deal with it a little bit more.
In your terminology, what is the age of the daughter?
The age of what?
Daughter.
She's 14.
All right. Individuals in your society between what you call typically the ages of 11 to 17 will be highly psychically connected to many different levels of spirituality, very sensitive to it. In a sense, the only reason it seems to be a bother is simply because the individual has not focused on who or what they really are yet. And in a sense, physical and non-physical reality can seem to be annoying to them. It is an extension of what you all typically think of as your adolescent stage. And it simply, in this case, extends into the non-physical reality as well.
Okay, but why are they coming to us now?
Because it represents the timing of when you need to grow in awareness of the existence of other levels of spirituality that exist within you.
I see. Is possibly one of these my niece, Jenna?
Only a fragment. The majority of the consciousness in that way is, as you would say, elsewhere. Or let us say, focused elsewhere. A fragment of it is present in that sense, but not in totality as you understand the persona you call Jenna.
Okay, I understand. Thank you.
Thank you very much. One moment. One moment. Stay, stay. You.
Oh, okay.
All right. A message which may make some sense later. No promises from us. For your daughter, and perhaps even for you, is kitchen, bread, and soup. A familiar setting and a familial setting. Hearth, hearth, hearth. The kitchen and the hearth. Some of the contacts and the connections in spiritual form that you are making have to do with strong connections in what you would call pastimes that revolved around the kitchen and the hearth, bread, and soup. The recreation of some of this familiarity may make you and her feel more at home, literally, with some of these spirit consciousnesses, and allow them to feel more at home with you. Understand?
Yes, I do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Shooting!
Hello, Bashar.
Hello!
This is my first time. I'm a little nervous.
Mine too. I'm not. You know why?
Why I'm nervous?
No, why I'm not.
Oh, no, I guess.
Because I am always excited to explore something new. Everything to me is the first time. Every time. I have never done this before. Ever. 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 And I always know that anything I discover will always add to the overall ecstasy and excitement that I choose to experience in my life. Can be the same for you if you wish.
Good.
Anything you say will come out exactly as it needs to. Share.
I wanted to ask you about a physical problem I have been having.
All right.
There seems to be more awareness as I come through it.
Speak up, be bold.
And
share so that all may share.
And on top of it, my mother has experienced some extreme physical health problems during this time, and also my husband. I wonder if there was...
My.
I mean, everyone is like falling apart.
No, all right. Maybe that's so you can pull yourself back together in another way.
Yes, but we feel an awakening of some
Yes,
sort.
as I just said, so you can pull yourself back together in another way. Now, the assumption in this sense comes from an old habit in your society that assumes that in order to pull yourself together in the way you want to, you have to first destroy the original structure. You don't have to. You can transform it easily, effortlessly, lovingly, gently. You can transform it. Destructurization does not have to be destruction. You don't have to fall apart to simply disassemble the old idea and reassemble the new one. This simply comes from an old habit, an old assumption on the part of your family that you have to break into pieces in order to gather yourself back together. You don't have to break into so many pieces to analyze each and every one in that way. You can allow yourself to begin to function, to know you are a whole as you are. You are a whole as you are. Allow yourself simply to redefine the whole idea that you are, and any pieces you choose to continue to create yourself to be will then become a part of that whole and redefine themselves. You are energy, are you not?
Yes.
As energy, you are homogeneous, are you not? You are one idea, are you not?
Yes, but we're all Virgos, so we're picky. Except
So?
I mean, you're saying that we're analyzing everything and that we need to get past all the...
To some degree, on certain, what you would call, sub-levels of thought. The idea simply comes from the built-in assumptions that your society gives you, that you have to create a breaking down in order to build up. It is what may be called, if I may right now, the Phoenix syndrome in your society. That you actually have to reduce yourself to ashes in order to rise from them again. You can simply transform, in that sense, more like what you would call the chimera rather than the phoenix. By recognizing the fire that exists within you now and allow the fire to transform you without consuming you.
So I didn't have to do all this at all, right?
No, you don't have to at all. If you can imagine the way you prefer to be and start acting like that person you imagine, then you will be that person and have that lifestyle and all that goes with it. If you simply assume that the person you would like to be requires some lengthy bridge to cross in order to get there, then you will spend time on the bridge and you may create it to be quite creaky. So allow yourself to melt into the person you wish to be now, rather than chipping away at yourself in order to become that new idea. Understand?
Yes.
Does that assist you?
Yes, very much so.
Pleasant dreams.
Thank you.
Energy. Blue, blue, blue. 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 And green. And warmth, and warmth, and red. Shooting!
Hello.
Hello.
When I was 7.5, I used to have these dreams about somebody coming into my house and trying to kill me and my mother. He'd have a knife and he'd throw it and I'd catch it when he tried to throw it at my mother.
Yes.
And then we'd stand there for about 3 minutes and then I'd throw it back.
Yes.
And would hit him in the arm. So, then he'd, be in pain and call me all these nasty words.
All right.
And we'd go at the table and we'd sit down and talk.
Yes.
And I knew he would try to kill my mother again. So, I was telling my mother, watch out, watch out, watch out. And then he threw the knife at her again.
Yes.
And then the cops came in the house. And I told them, that he was trying to kill us. And they took me away.
Yes.
Okay. Now, during this time, my father was on drugs and had an alcohol problem.
All right.
And he had gone to jail for robbing a store
Yes.
and doing all these other things. What sort of relation does this have to do?
Thank you. First of all, some of it is simply symbolically playing out some of the ideas of what you call the familiar pleasures that you have grown up with regard to the symbology of your father, but also literally. The idea is that you were doing an instant replay from what you would call a past life, wherein that individual, what you call the murderer in that way, was the individual who is now your father. And you're simply replaying that incident over and over again, and when you realize that you have taken control of the situation and tossed the knife back, that individual will always get back what they put out, you are in his life now again to teach him in a loving way the ideas he did not learn in the last life by committing the murder in that sense of you and your mother in the present life. The idea is that as you sat down at the table in your dream and talked about it, you both began to create some recognition that you could talk it out in your dream reality, and that you are talking it out in your dream reality, to allow him to recognize his own self-empowerment so he does not have to act as a powerless being in that way, who must, in that sense, try to dominate other individuals in physical reality. For all aggression in that sense, and all violence in that sense, and all perpetration in that sense, is the result of an individual usually believing that they are powerless to control and create the reality they desire. In killing you in that sense in the past life, and in agreeing to be together again, you have formed the family unit that can allow the individual to pass through all the phases of lack of empowerment, which is symbolized by what you call the drug and alcohol problem in that way, early on, and to learn to love the self and love all and know that they are in control of their life. You are working all these things out and have been working them out in your dream realities for quite some time. In that sense, the police taking you away is simply an indication that you are the creator of your reality, and you agree to be in the reality that you are in and be of assistance to that individual to allow them to learn what they need to learn to gain their self-empowerment back, loving that you are to have done this. It is one of the ways you can aid and assist an individual who perhaps created a negative reality in one life to aid and blend and balance and assist in their lives to recreate that blending for themselves, to do colloquially what you would call the balancing of their self-created karma. Are you understanding this?
Yeah. So that's why I had these every day until they stopped.
Yes.
For some reason that I don't know.
You have ironed out a lot of it. Now a lot of the momentum in that sense is up to him. You have, in that sense, done your part. Understand?
Yeah.
Unconditional love and the remembrance that you made an agreement to be with that individual, to be of service to them, will allow things to smooth out even more on all levels. All levels. Unconditional love. You are all eternal. You are all infinite. This is one play, one moment in an infinite series of manifestational realities that you call different lives. But this is the life in which you can allow all of you as a family to balance and blend that energy to love each other unconditionally. Understand?
Yeah.
Thank you for your strength in being willing to face that individual in this relationship in this way, to be willing to be of service to him, to allow him to regain his own power and learn to love himself and then love all that is. You recognized it, and in simply attracting in the last life the idea of that person to perpetrate upon you the murder, you are now willing to allow him to regain his standing within himself by loving him, in that sense, as his daughter. Murderers very often do not understand that they will be very intimately intertwined with their victims many times in the next life. Thank you for your strength and your love.
Thank you.
Allow your dream reality now to open new doors in which you can begin to breathe fresh air, new atmospheres that will point the way to the directions of the paths you chose to be throughout the remainder of your life. You are opening up. They are opening up. Relax, relax. Love, love, love. It will change and transform everything. Trust. You are in a position of strength and power. for around you resolves the idea that that individual needs to resolve within themselves. Thank you. Does that assist you?
Yes, it does. Thank you.